Alright, welcome to the stream. I pretty much going to say that the Class 465 is out and I've got it, so that's brilliant. Which means everything is going according to plan. I know I said I'd do a stream on it on, well, the 4th of March. For most people who watch my videos it will be the 3rd of March still, but you know I live in the UK, so time zones. And yeah, it does just drop at midnight, so I managed to get it. Thankfully it came on early and I'm pretty much ready to play. One of the requests that somebody's given, I'm not going to go through the tutorial for it because I've already played it and to be honest it's a bit straightforward. So you'll basically see the train and everything about it as I'm playing. And I'm driving from Seaford to Brighton on the East Coast Way line, so yeah, everything's going to be alright, everything's going to be hopefully smooth and straightforward. We'll have about 5 minutes to go through the train itself, and then we'll just head off and do our regular services. Everything that we need to do with that. And I'm going to link the stream to a couple of people, though most people do seem to be quite busy tonight. They may be able to join later on, I'm not too sure, but we'll just see how it goes. The chat might not be too active, but that's okay. Right, Class 465. Seaford to Brighton, Class 465/9, South Eastern White, that's what the SEW stands for. And I am on live chat, so I'll get everything. Welcome Tobias, also known as Pascal. Nice to see you in the stream, very nice. So this was released today. If there's an issue with the audio volume, it's because I've turned it up a bit. So yeah, this one just dropped. Welcome Matt Blackcap as well. This is the train that we're driving, 465. I just bought it today for the princely sum of £11, 69p I think. Got a couple of people on board already, but anyway, here's the interior. Master key is there, neutral is there, doors open as such. And thank goodness they got the sounds for it right, and you'll be able to hear them when we set off. If and when we set off, the tail lights are okay. It's even got a little board up here, Brighton, that's where we're going. I didn't think it would show up with Brighton, but it does, so that's good. And here we are at Seaford. I'm going to turn on the lights, which are... I'm still getting used to it. Up there. Yep. I'm going to heat some lights on. AWS is on, that's good. And fault light, yeah. Clipboard light in case you wanted that. Not like you'd really need it because you don't have a clipboard in the game. Signal just like a little bell. Regen brick, I'm not going to touch that. I saw that on the stream from the developers. I'm not going to touch the regen brick because I have no idea how to use it. Horn. I am considering also getting a USB keyboard to make all the controls and stuff a little bit easier, but we'll just see how we go with that. I won't just be doing what's prescribed in the video, in the title. I'll be doing other things as well. I'm just wanting to show this off before I go to my dentist appointment tomorrow, because after that I may not be able to talk at all, so yeah. Where's the close on this side? Nice. I'll set off at about 12 o'clock. Midday. There is wood in this train. I do have wood. That much is for certain. Don't know why it has wood down there. It seems very odd. Best of luck for my appointment. Thank you. Seems very odd for there to be wood in this thing. But there is. I imagine there's a load of fuses here I don't want to touch. Not a clue as to what any of these do. Oh, door control. Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. Okay, I'm sure it'll go alright. It's a very similar cab to the 166 which I've driven before at some point. Cab light is there in case we need it. We probably might. Didn't want to press the door release, but thankfully it didn't do anything. Speed set function. So set the speed to whatever, and then it won't go over the speed that you tell it to not go over. That makes sense, I'm sure. And we've got about 1 minute before we need to be heading out. That I'll just leave it like this for a little bit. Fantastic. First impressions, I've driven this before, and it works very well. It's very nice. Developers did a good job on this one, I think. But they are using a sound pack from another team, so that's probably why they've got the sounds this good. Interior's quite nice. It's been refurbished when it was put into the fleet, basically, so that's nice. And I'll put it in forward. And off we go. The motor sounds on this thing. The motor sounds of the electric motors that are actually driving us along, because this is an electric train. And that's great. It's great that it actually makes a noise, and that is exactly how it sounds in real life, according to all the videos that I've watched, so that's fantastic. A pity the windscreen is a bit dirty, but... Or is it? Is that what the problem is? Wipers are there in case we needed them, but it won't be raining. And this is the Metro Camel version of the 465. Which is good, because the ABB Brel version it sounds totally different in terms of the motors, and I much prefer the sound of the Metro Camel version that we've got in game, which is fantastic. In fact, I'm just going to drive this thing primarily for the sound it makes, because I like hearing it. And it sounds as if it's changing up gears. It doesn't actually have gears because it's got motors, but you know, that's what it seems to sound like. The brakes are pretty good as well, which is nice to hear. Unfortunately, the only thing that's really wrong with it is the high driving position. I imagine it's like that in real life, but it's high up. And that means you guys can't see the speedometer or anything like that. It means I can't see it either. I've got the heads-up display speedometer, but to actually check how fast I'm going, I have to you know, look down with the camera. so I have to look down here. And I don't think there's any way to change how high the sea is, but I'll get off and just check. Doesn't seem like there is. No, it's just asking me to sit down. Okay, fine. Alright. If that's how it wants to be, that's how it wants to be. A very nice view of the sea there. Just line it up a bit better. There we go. Very good. I think the community are very much in favour of this one because it was, well, so well done. When it was being shown off in the streams that the developers were doing, everyone was impressed. Me, myself included. So, let's hope they keep up the good work. Because if they don't, well... Is that too loud or is that not too loud? I did turn the volume up a little bit. Just so I could make sure we could actually hear the motor sounds, but I think it might be a bit too loud. I don't know. Volume is good. Fantastic. Right, just as long as the volume is good, that's, well, good with me. Well, there's a blind as well. Don't really know how much use this blind is going to be, probably none at all. Oh, there's the 166. And once I've moved, he can now continue on his way to take passengers to wherever they need to go towards Seaford. Fantastic. Though I think I might have miscalculated how long it's going to take me to actually get to the other stations beyond this point, because I set up some AI trains to come the other way. And it's now 12:06, and I think some of them will probably have set off by now. In fact, there's one coming, should be one coming our way soon. I don't know, maybe they got held up, maybe they'll get held up enough so that we can actually see them coming the other way properly. I hope so. I've been excited for this thing coming out. Lock the doors. Thank you. Oh, 101. Oh, no, not a 101. A 31 pushing a 101, that's... yeah. That is intentional. probably want the cab light on for when we go into tunnels, because there will be tunnels. Is that a train up ahead? It is. I'm gonna miss it a bit. Oh well. So, today has been eventful to an extent. I'd say it's been a good day, decent. Didn't really have any complaints. Nothing really went wrong. So that's good at least. Also, I got some art finished yesterday. I uploaded that as well. I have some more that is coming on the way. Been shown some progress by Pascal as well, so that's going to be nice. By progress I mean just the kind of basic sketches, not I haven't actually paid for the commission yet, but I have made a note of it because I'm kind of writing a list of all my expenses that are going to be happening this month. Thankfully there's nothing else that Train Sim World is going to charge me for a while. At least I hope not. What does suck is that my Minecraft Realm subscription, which I thought had ended, which I thought I had just cancelled, because it was the trial version that I had, and I thought, oh wait, it said on it very clearly, when it runs out you can renew it. I assumed that meant it would just stop me from getting Realms Plus until I actually, until I subscribed again. Turns out no. It was still subscribed even after the trial period had ended. And it took about £6 from me. Or thereabouts. And I was kind of surprised to see that on my payments list, because I thought, on PayPal, because I thought, oh, what the hell's that? I've already paid for my PlayStation Network stuff. But, no. Apparently, it was still on. So it's a shame that I essentially lost out on £6. But hey, it's not the end of the world, it's just a bit annoying. I was quite angry at the time though, because I was convinced... Oh, hell, that's loud. I was convinced by everything it was telling me that it had cancelled the subscription, and of course it hadn't. But I don't know, even the PS4 was confused. It thought I cancelled the subscription. Minecraft itself thought I cancelled it, but no, apparently somewhere down the line somebody's got it wrong. And that was not very pleasant to find out, because then I realised that if it took money out this month, it did it last month, and that was probably why I ended up having less in the bank than I actually thought I had before. So it's not great. I'm not too great with money, but when it does go missing or mysteriously spent on something that I don't know, then I get a bit worried about it. Even though I am bad at money, it's likely I probably forgot that I spent something. I usually put it down to that. But in that case, no, it wasn't really my fault, I guess. I don't think it was completely my fault. Another 465 coming. So we might miss the other trains that are coming towards us. Going a bit too fast though. Still getting used to it, still getting used to it. That's my excuse. Right, and I did also want to invite Hope T. Linus to the stream because it's actually her request that I'm doing today. Because I originally thought, oh, I'll do the tutorial for the 465 because it's just new. And then I thought, actually, I might as well merge the request and the tutorial. And now that I've sat down and played the tutorial, I thought, you know, it's kind of pointless because this train is very similar to things that people have already seen. So, I don't know, what's the point really going through another tutorial? So this basically means that, Anyway, my appointment's tomorrow. I'm glad I got this out of the way. And on we go. Does the speed set option work? Let me see. So limit at the moment is 60. So it's set to 60, it should stay on 59 and not go past it. But will it do that is the question. $59, $60. No. Do I have to be standing still for it to do that one? Maybe I have to be standing still and then set it. It could be that. It could be that. For all I know. But it didn't work on the 377, the speed setting option, at least I couldn't figure out how to work it. I thought you just set the speed and then it automatically, well, does it? Have I been slowing down this whole time? I have, haven't I? Yeah. Thanks AWS. That's 43. Very nice. Lewis is in 1.1 miles, okay. Oh, the limit is 40, oh is it? Right, okay. I should rename this segment, this part of my channel to Watch Me Drive a Train Badly. Or Driving in brackets driving, and then with badly in brackets, because I don't know, it's my excuse is that it's new and I've only just started driving it, but I really should know a bit better to pay attention to all the upcoming speed limits, especially because the game is actually helping me by actually giving me that information. So the least I can do is pay a little bit more attention to whatever the speed limit is. But I like driving this. I think I'm going to enjoy it very much, and I think it's going to feature in quite a few more videos in the future. It's the only 465 request we actually have, so if I don't collect all 24 requests, then I'll either ask people to fill out another one, which will probably be what's going to happen, or I'll just make up some myself. But I do still want people to have a say in it, so I'll probably just ask people again just to submit another one, and then I'll do that one. So are there any trains that are actually heading our way? Yes, there is. And there's bound to be more coming eventually. That one? Is that the... No, it's a... Ah, right. I think it worked out after all then. We'll see them all. But I think, am I not right in saying that this is the fastest accelerating electric multiple unit in the UK at the moment? And it shows, because it's got a hell of a lot of power behind it. Oh, 166. With tail lights on at the front, the AI is a bit stupid sometimes. Sometimes it just doesn't do the right thing, and it should really have headlights on rather than the tail lights, but I suppose you can't have everything perfectly. Though they have messed something up with regards to scenario designer in Teaser on the Line, because I tried doing that yesterday and they messed it up. So now when I stop at stations, there's no option to open the doors for passengers, even though I selected passenger even though I selected the passenger option, it doesn't actually register that that's what it's supposed to do. So because it doesn't give me the option, I wasn't able to complete another person's request as prescribed, so that sucks. Hopefully they fix it but something tells me it might take a while for them to even notice that that's happened unless somebody goes in and tells them. And I can't be bothered really telling them, because it doesn't really matter too much, because I've already reached the 4th of March and I'm going for my appointment tomorrow, so I won't be able to do the video with commentary anyway. So it wouldn't matter if they fixed it tomorrow, because I can't actually do a video tomorrow. Besides, they usually don't fix things until about, what, a week or two minimum, usually, because they've got a backlog of stuff that they need to do, which is okay because they're only a small developer, and to be honest, to respond within a week to something that's relatively recent is quite good, considering they're an independent developer and everything. I don't know how long EA would take to fix something that's a problem. Sometimes they don't even address the problem because they leave the frigging game out. You know? They could solve all their problems if they just took the games off them. I shouldn't really insult EA too much. I like the Battlefield games. And even though Battlefield 1 had a loot box system, it wasn't really something I cared about anyway. Yes, it's stupid for a game you pay money for to then charge you more money just to get a random in-game item, but then it's also a bit irrelevant because you could play the game without doing that. And to be honest, if you did spend a load of money on the game just to get those loot boxes and random items, you really wouldn't have much. Plus, whenever they came out with new DLC material, you had to pay for that, but you also had to earn the stuff yourself in game. There wasn't any way to buy it, I don't think. And most of the time that stuff that you would get in the loot boxes wouldn't even be that great anyway. Just camos for guns that you've already got, so yeah. It's not like those free-to-play games where you absolutely need to buy all this stuff. You know, at least there's an option. But I don't know, I played World of Tanks yesterday for a while. I played it ages ago, and then I think I hated it so much that I deleted it about a day after I installed it. So I'm trying again. I know it's one of those free-to-play games which charges obscene amounts of money, and it does. Because on the store you can pay the princely sum of £35 to unlock one battleship in World of Warships. Granted, those are brand new to the store, but still. The older ones are about £15 each, or about £10 each, but still, that's a lot of money for an in-game thing. Exactly how much stuff you get when you buy a warship, I don't know. I know I just spent £11 on this thing, this train, but I think it's £11 well spent, because I don't have to grind for ages to try and, I don't know, upgrade it, or spend a while in a waiting room for an online match, or anything else. And I don't have to get a special skin and a loot box for this. I don't have to earn it that way, so yeah, I'd rather purchase something and get it guaranteed than just buy something, have a random chance of getting something, and then screaming when I don't get the thing that I want. And I'm sure that for people who love playing World of Tanks and World of Warships and World of What's the other one called? It's the flying one. The one where you fly around in military planes and jets and all of that. I don't know what it's called. World of something. But yeah, I don't think I'll be playing much of World of Tanks because I think if I want to go into a multiplayer game with World of Tanks, I actually have to sit in a waiting lobby to go into a game, and I can't really pick and choose what I do, I don't think. And it also seems like it's going to take forever to earn anything in game, so yeah, I'm not going to go and buy loads of in-game currency off the store because I quite frankly don't have the money for that. What are my feelings on free-to-play games in general? A question I just asked myself. That's a good question. They usually suck. They're usually quite they're intended to be as painful as possible to sit through legitimately, so that you end up buying all the in-game currency. For example, Fortnite is a game that people play. I don't personally like it. I have played it before. I have experienced it before. I don't like it. Me personally, I mean, other people are entitled to their own opinions, and if they want to spend money on a free-to-play game, they can. I'm just saying it's not my thing, but in my humble opinion, if I was in charge of the company that makes Fortnite, I'd make everything unlockable in-game. And I know that they do that silly battle pass, right? And the battle pass has actually inspired next stop is London Road, we're almost in Brighton, which has inspired Call of Duty to do exactly the same thing, which is a bit stupid because I believe that Call of Duty is a game that you pay for, and I haven't really understood the point of why free-to-play games have that sort of system. It's because nobody paid any money to get into it, therefore they have to incentivise somebody paying money for it. Basically, I think is the point. Right. Do I have to slow down? What? 30 miles an hour, fine. I'll stay at that speed. Thanks, AWS. But basically, I don't like Fortnite because of its gameplay. I don't like the Battle Royale setup. I don't like the idea that I can spend about 20 minutes in a game and then get killed right at the very end. No other respawns. Yeah, I'm still multitasking a bit, but yeah, good luck at your appointment, everything will be okay. Thank you. I'm sure it will be. If they use enough local anaesthetics, then I won't feel anything. The problem was before that they didn't use enough, and then I did feel it, and that was incredibly painful. So I do hope that they use enough of the stuff, and also that they drain this stupid ulcer, because I'm sick and tired of living with it. Because it puts me on edge. I don't like having confirmed infections. I don't like it. I'm a hypochondriac. It's scary for me. So I've had this ulcer for ages, so I'm pretty sure it's some kind of infection. It should be. It's not a tumour of any kind. If it is, it's a very sneaky one. certainly doesn't behave like one. But yeah, I'm just annoyed with it really, and I just want it to go away. I know I'm beyond late with that response. Well, I don't mind, you know, if you've got things to do, I don't mind at all. Though this train is a bit dirty, that's... I don't know, should I take it in the rain to see if that improves it any? What I could do is do a service in the snow, which is what was shown off in the stream that the developers did, so I could drive it in the snow. If people wanted to see that. I mean, it's not winter time anymore. A car stop. There aren't any cars here, there shouldn't be any. I'm assuming they mean something else. Or is it where I have to stop at the front? Probably. Snow might be pretty. Yes. The issue... What does suck a little bit about the way that they've set things out is that the snow is really only available in timetable mode. Because Scenario Designer, which is what I'm using right now, defaults everything to summer. And with the way the game is set up, it's cool that it's set up in a way that it does react to what season it is. So if you tried to put snow in summer, it would just revert back to summer. So it would just melt all the snow, basically, if I tried to make it snow in scenario planner mode. However, if I go into timetable mode, which is preset stuff, and do it that way, the snow is fine, because it's designed to work like that. So I think the developers should, in my humble opinion, which is very humble indeed, they should try to introduce variable weather in scenario mode, so then I can have snow whenever I need it or want it. That does mean if I play that I will have a time limit. Not really a time limit, sort of a recommended time to get there before I'm technically late, but who cares about that? I'm not in this game to be a perfectionist, I can't. So once I have a small break, I will come back, and then I'll do that. Play in the snow for a while, why not? Looking for stop. Stopping would be very nice. There we go. Open the door. Oh. Use the cab door. Does look very crowded in here, I won't lie. Oh, this is apparently first class. I don't know how this is first class. Oh well. Leg room. Well, these guys have more leg room than whoever's sitting there, but... How is this first class that you get a seat? I mean a table? You know, I've never been asked. I've never really known that you have class systems on trains anymore. For the different... Your shoulders are clipping together. You seem to be twins. I'll leave you be. And there you go. Back inside. Oh. No, open. Yeah, I think we did an okay job with all that. Right, 42 minutes. So I severely underestimated how long it would take to finish this. But I'll be right back. Those twins are giving me bad vibes, I know. Yeah. I think... I don't think they should be allowed to ride on the train anymore, to be honest. They're too... Well, they're worrying the passengers, and me. I'll be right back, and then we'll go drive in the snow. Hopefully. It might take us a while to complete the whole thing, but... I don't know. We've got time to see the snow. Right, I'll be right back. Alright, I have returned and it's time to drive our lovely train in the snow. In the timetable, and the class 465 is there. Fantastic. Metro Camel 1991 to 1994. 750 volt DC third rail electric multiple unit. I mean, horsepower wise, it's about the same as the class 37. It's lighter as well. Hasn't got as much tractive effort, but that's okay, because we don't really need that too much. Set the weather, which we've got a load of presets for, but we can customise it however we want. Winter, we can have a blizzard if we want. Precipitation, how much snow there is. Wind, how windy it is, obviously. cloud, how cloudy it is. Snow level on the ground. Wetness of the train itself. Suppose we'll put that round about there. And we'll have as much snow as possible, because we all like snow. Wind, I don't think it was going to affect us very much. Going across to Raynham. And trying across to Raynham. There. That's as it gets dark, so probably not a good idea for it to be like that. 9 in the morning, I'm guessing. Yeah, I think that's perfectly acceptable. Okay, let's see how I do. If the volume in the game is a bit too loud or a bit too quiet, I can turn it up, if need be. Or down, I can turn it up or down, obviously. I may want to turn it down a little bit. Perhaps. Raynham to London Charing Cross, which should be on the board, Charing Cross. The cross being denoted by an X. Okay, fine. Audio. Turn it down as to how it was when I left it last time. Snowy and icy. Gauge dimmer is turned up. Doors have been unlocked. We'll have the wipers on, because why not? Headlights are on day. Okay, I think that's it really. Cab heater, yep. Half full. Right, the speed set option, does it work? What's the speed limit going to be? 20? 25. Wait until 10 o'clock. That's better. Here we are in winter. The only thing is the trees still have their leaves. Don't really think they should have those. But off we go all the same. Yeah, the speed set thing does not work. Why are you not doing that? That's odd. I mean, I'm sure they've published a manual for it somewhere so I can find out what the hell's wrong with it, but I still don't get why it... Okay, never mind. I'll have it off. So pretty indeed. It's not often I drive in the snow. One of the things, according to the train drivers that they asked, because the developers do talk to real life train drivers, snow is particularly difficult to drive in. And also light rain is difficult to drive in. In fact, light rain is one of the worst offenders for well, train wheels slipping. Now you think that heavy rain would be the worst because you think, oh, the wheels will probably aquaplane on the rails, but they don't in heavy rain because the rain actually washes itself off the rails, whereas in light rain it doesn't do that. It stays and it pulls on the rails, so that's why it's slippery in light rain versus heavy rain. Snow is the worst to drive in for drivers. And Train Sim World 2 actually does have, there was a marker there. That's probably for a collectible. There's a train wash as well, which you can go through. I don't know if it makes any difference, but you can go through it if you want to. If you set the points correctly, if you can even switch them to begin with. Yeah, that's a bit better. Oh, 375. Oh. Didn't exactly stop in the right place, but whatever. And she did. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna blame the roof because of that. I am wondering how regen braking... I don't want to turn it on, because I'm worried I won't be able to stop with it. I can't even remember how they said it works. Sand... I mean... Is that sand? Yes, it is. Right, off we go. Tunnel. Alright, we'll re-emerge in the snow in a bit. The headlights do seem to be pretty good on this though, I can actually see. Whoa! No idea where he was going, but he was going somewhere. Chatham Station. Ah, there we go. So it all seems pretty good. Oh! The lighting effect suddenly changed. Okay. Is there a demister on here, or maybe? Well, I reckon I'm doing fairly well considering that I'm in the snow and I'm not really used to doing that. Though I haven't quite gotten used to the sense of speed yet. The 465 is pretty quick, it's sprightly, it gets up and it goes. got some power behind it, which is great if you know how long roughly it's going to take you to accelerate up to a certain speed. And usually I end up going past it. I'll get used to it eventually, it's just I need to focus on the game as well as everything else. That's the challenge. There's no real punishment if I go over the speed limit just a little bit, but if I'm speeding out of control, then I might derail or end up hitting a red signal, in which case I failed the whole thing because there's a train in front of me and I can't pass into that block, otherwise the game will assume that I just hit it. So, yeah. Brake hold? What's the point of brake holding? What are these marker things though? I'm going to check those out, hang on. When I stop I'm going to look and see what they are, because if they're collectibles or something, then, well, game's being very helpful. Yeah, there's one there. Not a clue as to what that's for. Oh, I overshot, never mind. Right, let me just check that out. Oh shit, I've opened these ones. I don't. Never do this. No, I don't want to start the last stop scenario. I mean, I get what it wants me to do. It wants me to... Oh, okay, so they're like start markers for other things that I could do whilst I'm driving around in timetable mode, so the idea is... my guess is they wanted to create a kind of a seamless transition. So here's how they market the whole, why have I unlocked the... Have I done it on the wrong side? What have I pressed? Right, let me just... close that door. Shut that door. There we are. Okay, so how they market the whole timetable thing is that it is a real working timetable, in that every single train will perform the duties that it would in real life. The other idea is that you can kind of move seamlessly from one to another. So if I was to take a service down to, I don't know, let's just say, well, we're here at Rochester, so let's just say I stopped the service at Rochester. And if there was another train over there waiting, or there was one incoming, what I could do is, once I finish the service, I click return to timetable mode, and then what that will let me do is I can walk around and get on the train that's about to leave Rochester, and I can do that service if I want to, if I want to play timetable mode. So I can just free roam and get on any train that I want. I can ride one. I don't even have to drive it. I can just let the AI drive one for me. If I want to go to a certain location, I will have to just sit there and enjoy the ride. So, I don't know, it just depends on your own taste what you want to do. But it is a real working timetable, and it's designed to be fairly seamless. If you want to go from one train to another, so I just finish this one for example. Let's say there's a 375 waiting for me at Gravesend, which is, I believe, where we're going to be stopping at the end of the day. So if there's a 375 waiting at Gravesend or incoming, I could just get on the 375 and do that service if I wanted to. And the AI would perform any duties that I'm not performing at that moment. So if I was to leave the train at Strood and get on the train that's at Strood, which is around the corner, I could do that, and then the AI would pick up my duties on this thing. So then, you know, the timetable still works out. And that is likely what takes them so long to include new content, because they have to basically perfect a system and make sure that it all works. So, just depends on how you want to play the game, really. If you want a lot more choice over what you're doing and where, you go onto Scenario Designer and you make your own. You design your own services to play within the constraints and the limits. Obviously, there are limits to everything, like the fact that there's no weather, really. Can't really custom select your weather to be whatever you want in Scenario Designer mode. You have to basically stick with always clear and always summer, or try it on it when it's raining. And even then the effects don't really look right because it defaults to summer. Which is basically just tricking the game into thinking it's doing something that it's supposed to do when in reality it's not. If that makes any sense, I don't know. Point being, it just depends. I could play more timetable mode if people wanted me to, it's just I thought they might prefer to have a lot more choice. Also, this train is filthy. Very discoloured, but there is a fan here. And I do wonder if I turn it off, does it change anything? Does it make that spin faster or slower, depending on what setting I've got it on? Maybe. Maybe it does do something. I mean, I found out that the 2-cap from Peninsula Corridor, that train actually does have cooling vents on the top of the diesel engine, and they do actually spin faster depending on how much is needed to cool it. Which is a nice detail. And they do obviously put as much effort into the details they possibly can. They do sometimes get some things wrong, they do sometimes not put any detail where it doesn't need to be. But it's really impressive that they go to this length to create a train that you can drive in a simulator. I am pretty much running late with this, but I don't really care. But according to the developers themselves, there is way too much content in this game for you just to play everything. There is pretty much no chance you will ever play everything that the game has to offer. Because most people obviously have lives and have a job to go to, and they understand that, which is why they say if you don't want to play everything, you don't have to. Train Sim World 2 does have some improvements, I guess, made to it. Like, the graphical quality is well a bit better than it was in Train Sim World 1. There have been some changes to the physics to make them more realistic. They're obviously making new content that's for Train Sim World 2, so if you want this new content that I'm playing, then you're going to have to get the sequel. And scenario designer is the main thing that I was interested in that they included. They also have a livery editor, though it is a lot of effort to do it, and the last time that I tried using the livery editor it actually deleted all the liveries that I'd made because it had a bit of a glitch, I guess, so that wasn't great. But either way, that's just how it was. I'm pretty sure any artist out there who had this game on PC, it could probably, if they were running with very good specs, they could probably make something quite impressive out of the livery designer. A really professional job. But on PS4, with the controls that I've got, it's not very precise. Oh, lighting just changed again. Yeah, alright, well, that is one thing that it does. Actually, what month is it in game? 1st of January, right. So, what timetable mode does is it picks the month and the day appropriate to the weather that you're experiencing, basically. So it won't be like the middle of June and it's snowing. No, it'll go to January or February or December, November, I guess, is the earliest it will try and get you, so you really do feel like you're in a real life situation with a real time and date specified on it, I suppose, is what they're going for. I will take another short break, but I'll be right back. Right, I've returned. I'm streaming for 1 hour and, well, 20 minutes, basically. I came 3 minutes late to this particular stop, that's okay. And our final stop is going to be Gravesend in 4 miles, something like that. But a very, very pretty landscape. Also 395 coming our way and passing us without any issue. I mean, I might play timetable mode sometimes for my videos if people want that, I suppose, because otherwise I can't think of any other way that you'd see snowy environments like this. On the other hand, once I get to a few more requests, I'll work out what I'm doing. I'm happy to do what I'm doing right now. I'm happy to do timetable mode if that's what people want to see. I'm happy to do just scenario designer mode. I'm happy to play preset scenarios that the game has set out for me. Happy to do all of that. Just depends on what people really want to see. What I might do is probably record some commentary on another video tonight and then put that one out there. We're 6 waiting for some reason, not doing anything. But I believe that they said that they would make those move and actually do things around the yard, so probably just inactive at this time. But yeah, I'll sort everything out as far as I know my channel is just tiny. Not many people are going to watch this. And I don't really know how to grow my channel at all. Because I think what I've run into is this is just a niche game. I enjoy playing it, but it's just a niche thing. And to most people, the game just sounds like it would just be a big job simulator, which essentially it is. It's not really too random or action-packed, it's just me driving a train. I mean, I enjoy watching videos of other people doing it. I think that's enjoyable personally. That's how I even got into Train Simulator in the first place, because I watched other people playing it. What I can do is I suppose what I could do is try and advertise on specific places where this is popular, like on the Dovetail forums. I could do that. However, I don't know, maybe I should kind of keep small, because then, you know, I'm in the furry fandom, so do I really want people to know that? Not particularly. So if anyone watches this at random, it doesn't really matter. I would hope that we live in an age where people can just accept YouTube content for what it is, despite whoever's made it. I hope we can live in a world like that. However, I just know that we aren't living in a world like that. And that is a shame, but again, it's just the way things are. It is a shame there has to be such a divide between furry creators and normal creators on platforms. I mean, I have been onto the Dovetail forums and I did post a video of me basically reporting a technical issue with the game. I showed them one of the streams that I did a long time back. I think it was probably the first stream that I did on this game that was really official and I had things planned out. It didn't work very well. It was primarily because of how the game was designed, because of one particular train that was causing the issue. I didn't know at the time. However, yeah. I didn't get any hate for it. I didn't get anyone saying, oh, he's a furry, kill him. But I like to think in that kind of environment people would understand that I'm a fan of the game and would find it in their hearts to just not say anything about it. So I don't know, maybe I should advertise on there, but maybe I shouldn't. Because no offence, furry creators on YouTube are known for a few different genres and that's it. What furry creators usually do is either play a game, kind of like I do. I haven't really seen any other furries playing anything simulator related that isn't, you know, one of the joke simulators like Surgeon Simulator or Goat Simulator or anything like that. They either do videos about going to conventions, or they do videos about random things that happen in the fandom that are either disgusting, abhorrent, or shocking, or anything like that, or just involve a load of nonsense. I've fallen really out of favour with furry creators because I've kind of realised that most of them just do the same things. And I understand that YouTube is a platform for many different things, it's just that when it's all the same... oh, I can return to free roam, I can... what's that? Continue journey, I don't want to do that. Guess I'll return to free roam. Please exit the vehicle. Okay. I did. So many drama channels, I know. Do I have a look at... do I have to turn it off? No? Okay. Master key to op, no? Alright. So maybe I don't have to do anything without. So is there a train coming that I can get on board and keep playing, I guess? Or is there not? And that wasn't one, that's a tunnel, or a station. There's a scenario there, I suppose I could play that. Tricky tunnel, I don't think I want to do that. Sounds difficult. But I did... can I drive it back? No, I can't. Do I have permission to drive this service? Oh, don't I? Oh, okay. Oh, I did that. Turn to free roam. I have to wait for it to... oh... oh, he's going. Oh! Okay, so the AI drives it now and then... what do I do? Wait for another train to come along, or just go back to the main menu and try something else? Yeah, probably the latter. Probably the latter, but... just showing off, you know. Oh. Timetable there. 10:57 Charing Cross, 11:27. So first 10:42 to St Pancras is on time. So it should be coming my way at 10:42. And I don't... what time is it now? 10:32? Oh. Is he stopping? Don't know, is he stopping, sir? At all? Because I could drive what you're doing? Yeah, he is. Right, let's see if this seamless transition works. I haven't actually done this before. This is exciting. You're gonna open the doors, pal? Or, you're going to Ramsgate, are you? Really? I don't think you are. Can I take over the service from the AI? Let's see if that works. Yes, I can. Hey, there you go. Oh, Gravesend to Faversham. Oh. I'll do this a little bit then. So, hey, I can take over from the AI, so it works. Okay, that's how it... Oh. There you go. Proof that it works. Why have you got this side open? Because I want the light. Wait until 10:34. Okay. So yeah, yeah, there's a lot of things focused on furry dramas, which, to be honest, aren't really that engaging or interesting to me. For good reason, because why would I be interested in more drama? Turn my on off. Taillights are on, they're running. Well, they shouldn't be on. Auxiliary on is the... Yeah, we want the heat on. Full heat. Stopping at Strood next. I should probably set the PIS to what it actually is. Faversham. I believe Faversham is there. Is it? Yep, probably. Yeah, Faversham, there we are. And exit. Wiper on slow. But yeah, I want to go onto a furry YouTube channel that is not focused on fandom drama, fursuiting, or just generally just sitting about and doing a whole load of nothing. A whole load of nothing, I believe, is what it is. I want to see a furry YouTube channel that is interested in history. I want to see one that's interested in geography. I want to see one that's interested in, I don't know, just intellectual things. Things that aren't necessarily related to the fandom. So then that proves, essentially, to everybody who doesn't like furries, that people do actually have lives and interests outside of the fandom, and they are fine with displaying them. Because I think that's just better. That's why I don't fursuit. Number one, I can't afford it. But also, number two, I don't want to make it obvious, because I have a life outside of it, and to be honest, I don't behave like other furry YouTubers do, where I'm always happy all the time. I mean, I might be in a good mood, I'm just not gonna chirp and cheer around about nothing. That's just not what I'm about. And I like doing things that other people don't necessarily do. I mean, I don't think any furry YouTubers are going to be sitting there driving a train in a simulator. Everyone else who does simulator games like this is very much interested in trains, or simulators in general, and that's the only thing that they do. And they do make their content fairly funny. You know, it's entertaining. It doesn't have to be all singing and dancing. It's just, it is what it is, and they make it interesting because it's them. Speed up a bit. See if we can actually make it fairly on time. Though, yeah, I just want to see a bigger variety of stuff, please. I don't think that's too much to ask. Oh yeah, I start therapy soon, don't I? Yeah. Well, she did say that if I didn't respond via email, which I haven't done for a while, they'll assume that I want the online treatment, which yes, I do want the online treatment, because talking in person about my deeper issues is a bit difficult. Because I am not particularly open about a lot of things, let's just say that. The issues that I have are rooted in more mature topics. That's just some of them are anyway. And I just don't feel like I can say those out loud, you know, to a stranger. I know they have I know they're confidential. I know everything you say is going to be confidential with them, unless they're, I don't know, worried for your safety, so much so that they think you're about to end your life or something like that. But yeah, I still don't feel confident to do that, so I'll do the online stuff. It may not be as effective, but it's there. Plus, we're in a pandemic anyway, I couldn't go and see them. The other kind of treatment they have is over the phone, and I still wouldn't be able to do that. So yeah, I don't really need to respond, because she's just going to assume that I want the online treatment, so that's good. That's a bit weak. But yeah, I like 70 miles an hour limit up ahead. How long is that going to last for? Well, yeah, there's also an artist messaging me about a price. That's going to be brilliant to try and do that. We haven't received £75, 75, yeah, okay. So $75 is what they want to charge me for that piece, okay. Can I make that? Probably, yeah. I don't know what that is in Great British pounds off the top of my head. I really should learn, but I can't really do conversions to other currencies in my head, because I'm not even that good at my... Oh, okay, fine. Just give us a sharp turn, why don't you? So that'll work out very well. Yeah, so I will quit out to the main menu. I've shown you basically the whole idea behind the timetable mode, and that is actually the first time that I've hopped from one service in timetable mode to another. So that's a first for me. And I was wondering, was it really that seamless? And it seems that it is. Which is impressive, because I can't think of any other games that would have that much effort put into it, that you could just jump from one thing to another in a virtual world, I guess. That isn't already an open world game, so yeah. Just gonna answer the message. Right, $75. I'm gonna have to put that down on the list of things, and then total up how much it's gonna cost. So I'll do that. I have $30, $55 in this. Well, this is going to be 75. So spoonful of jam. $75. It's there we go. Yeah, I have enough for that, I think. But I'm gonna have a look and see how much it'll be in Great British pounds, because that kind of does matter, because that's what I measure in. USD to GBP, and then a calculator because I can't do mathematics in my head. Calculator. Calculator. Okay, 30, 55 and 75. 30, 160 US dollars, well, which is £114, so that's a hefty chunk, but I will still have enough for everything else, so that's fine then. Yeah. Right, I'll take another short break, right? And I also did invite that artist to the stream in case they want to come along. So I'll be right back. Alright, I've returned, and I believe that artist is probably going to be coming along to the stream as well, which is sweet, awesome, fantastic. Now, I was gonna, whilst I was heading around, you know, I did remember that Great Western Express had that issue that I mentioned in the video about a week or so back, so I'm probably going to check out whether that's still an issue and what I need to do about that. Because if it is still an issue, then it's likely going to be, I don't want it to be raining, so I'll turn that off. Summer clear, if you please, game, thank you. And I'll test. Might as well test using the 465. I believe one of these was, that was the high-speed train class 166. What does this one do? Ah, okay. So I do want the test then. And I'll take the 465 out, because why not? Why exactly I selected the 166, I do not know, but okay. Or I could just start another one. I'll start another one just to make sure that I don't mess anything up that I made before. H. London Paddington, whichever one. Ealing Broadway? Doesn't sound right to me. Platform 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. 2. Fine, I'll select the one that's relevant. 10. And we'll go to Southall. I'll stop at every station and just make sure it's alright. A is for Alpha, the first letter of the Greek alphabet. And 465 because it's new. Comes in an 8-car variant and a 4-car variant, but I'm going to use the 4-car variant because I just think it'll be faster off the mark. It's also shorter. Hooray. But I do not know. In fact, interestingly enough, when I asked people about furry YouTube channels, they all seem to suggest the same ones, and that sort of suggests to me that there's either a low number of them that are decent, or there's just not that many. And I'm willing to bet that there might just not be that many. Right, unlock the doors. I will. Hopefully it's on the right side. Cab lights, not necessary. Tail lights on. Fantastic. I did unlock the doors. Oh, so you still have the same issue? Fine, alright. That's unfortunate. That's Fine, I'll test you on one that I know that currently works then. Yeah, why not? I'll just do that. Northern Transpennine should work. I think. If it doesn't, I shall be a bit surprised. Would it work on the it wouldn't work on the underground because it's a bit too tall. So, have to be Northern Transpennine. And select one that works. Which one's this? Dewsbury, yep. That's fair to me. .465 loaded, nice. I'll play this one, because why not? Alright. Everything is under control. I'm off for the evening, enjoy the rest of your stream. Thank you for coming. It was very nice seeing you. Also great about the updates on the artwork. I do like the top one. The top sketch that you showed me, so we'll roll with that for right now. And I should be able to pay you the $30, yeah? Yeah, it says 30. On the 7th of March. In fact, is the 7th of March a Sunday? Because if it is, it means I get my paycheck when it is. So, actually Saturday the 6th. Or probably, maybe a bit earlier than that. I'll pay you whenever I get the chance to. And that goes for all other artists who happen to be watching. Is the frame rate going to be tanked because of all these other trains? Probably. Yeah, I didn't really think that one through. Once we get away, the dimmer is up. I think, yeah. Coolio. It's 5 in the morning, so night running then. HST is off on its way. Fantastic. We are in neutral. Good. Wipers, we don't really need those. Cab lights, we don't really need those either. Three people who are, well, I'm one of them who's watching, but still. Now it's one. Oh well, I might be. I don't know. So whilst everyone is here as well, I do want to remind everyone that you can ask me questions in the comments or just comment anything really. Even if it's related to the game or not. It could be completely unrelated to the game and I'd answer it. Could be about the clearing my throat. It could be about the positions of the stars. Could be about anything, honestly. Now I can probably go forward a bit. And we're of course starting in Leeds and working our way towards Dewsbury, which isn't actually that far away. Right. So, judging by the art list, essentially, with all my expenses, I mean, I probably have enough for everything that I'm currently owing. Most likely. Ooh. Well, when I do get everything sorted, that'll be great. When I get my next paycheck, whenever that's going to be coming. I know it's going to be coming on the 7th, definitely. But since the 7th is a Sunday, and because, well, they usually don't give you paychecks on a Sunday, then, at least in the United Kingdom, that's when I'll get it. Saturday, most likely. All good with me. I do also want to try and commission an artist by the name of Shy Sheeple, because I made contact with them again and I decided, could probably use their services for something. And then there's obviously the comic to think about as well, which is planned out, but it's just a matter of finding the funds for it. That's just it. We are going to have to drive fairly slowly behind the HST that's just pulled out, and I don't... Is it ahead of us? Oh no, there's a 166 coming. The HST is ahead of us, yeah. Well, once I finish this, I will likely finish the stream. Kick it up a gear. And then that will be everything. Tomorrow I have my dentist appointment to do. I might not be able to even talk on stream after that, so that's why I want to get this out of the way first, because it's a new train, only just released today. So, oh, the bridge got in the way. Thank you, bridge. But, yeah, that's my plan. Once I get that done, and once I recover from it all, I will be able to do videos again. I just don't know exactly what's happening with it. I know there is going to be one thing that's happening, but it's possible they could do... they could extract more teeth, you know, because we're going to need to eventually. So I don't know. I just hope that whatever happens, I can make it to my appointment and not really, well, not really have any problems. which will probably mean that I'm going to be staying up pretty late tonight, so then I can time it just right, so then I can actually have some gaming time before I go to my appointment, because that'll chill me out, because it is an appointment with the dentist, and you know how stressful that can most likely be. I do need to stop, or slow down, or something like that. Once we reach Morley, we won't really have any problems as far as what's in front of us goes. Are we going to Dewsbury or are we going to Murfield? Have a look. Schedule stop at... yeah, Dewsbury. That's where we're going. Nice. Anyway, that's that. Matt Blackcat, are you still in the stream, Matt Blackcat? Still multitasking? Or, doing anything else? Open the windows. Oh, not the door. Not the door, no. That's not good. That is probably a developer oversight. The fact that you can open the door whilst it's moving, it's not supposed to do that. Well, the other trains don't do that, maybe this one's different, but... I don't know. Could be. Either way... yes, I'm here. Oh, good. Oh, still there. Right. Well, I'm glad that I've got the 465 to play. It's okay. You don't need to say sorry. I'm still... no. 375. But yeah, you don't need to say sorry at all. I'm just here because, well, today's been rough and it's gotten more rough, to be honest. I've been distracted with more slightly bad news, nothing extreme. Well, if you want to talk about that, you can. You know, whatever's been bothering you, and I'll talk it out with you on here, you know, just to save you going on Telegram and talking about it, because I know that you are quite busy and might be easier to talk whilst I'm on here, you know. But we'll just, you know, I can talk it out if you want to say what it is that's on your mind. Stopping at Morley, fantastic. I couldn't hear you, I'm sorry, I'm going in my room, hold on. Oh right, okay. No problem. Right. It's all good, just take your time, you know. I'm only ending the stream when I get to Dewsbury, and that will probably take a little bit of time, so, yeah. Heard you that time, it's okay, right? Just dealing with dumb people thinking they care as much as you do, but it's alright. Do I know these people? I hope I don't. I hope I don't know these people. Oh, so there's no... it sets it automatically, does it? Okay, fine. It recognised Brighton as a possible thing, but that might be because... I don't know, would it recognise Huddersfield? I don't know, I'll have to try that before I end the stream and see, well, afterwards maybe. Now in good old Molly. It's alright then. I mean, people don't care, you know, it's just best to leave them, really. Unless they're going through a rough time themselves and they just forgot, but... I mean... I don't know, I wouldn't know. It's your situation, but in any case, I just... either ignore them, or I try and work out what the hell their problem is. And if it's something that's affecting their life and going on, then okay, maybe I'll be a bit nicer about it, but still. I think sometimes some people do jump to conclude, oh good, the cab light, yeah. But I wouldn't need it, but turns out I do. What? Read or release? Where's the cab light? Uh-huh. Okay. On. Cab light. There we go. And the next stop will be Batley in 1.1 miles, which is basically a mile. Actually, let's try the regen braking. Ah, I see, that's what it is. Well, the regen brakes seem fine. I mean, they did let me stop. But they do seem... Are they weaker than the regular brakes? Could be. Even got the time there. That's nice. If only you could see it. Last come alarm, battery start. Right, okay. Speed set is set to off, right. Ah, now the speed... okay. So the speed setter only works in... Let me just... hold on. No, don't touch the edit, no. Bad. Bad. Does it reset? Yep. I'm guessing it's reset. Okay, this time let's try... So it only works in speed setting 4. If I turn it up higher. Oh, I see, right. Nice, I suppose. Alright, now I know how to use the speed setting then. However, I probably won't really... need it? Though does it only work because I had it in neutral? I do not know. Oh, it even applies the brakes so that you don't get... yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good for anyone who's a beginner. Using the speed setting, the speed set option. So then you can remain at low speeds. Make sure you don't go overboard. Well, just set the speed to whatever you think would be manageable for you, and then yeah. Okay, well I'll have to keep that in mind for future. I don't think I'm going to use it very often, but if I do end up using it, then I'll do that. It's kind of like having the thing on autopilot. Kind of, sort of, not really, but... I believe this is our last stop, and our last stop for this stream. So I'll keep playing around with the 465 and then I'll make more videos on it, I guess. Inside, all looks well. I can even close it from inside. I don't lock it. No, hang on. Right, lock. Okay. Right, there we go, that's this stream done. I hope you all enjoyed. I will be streaming again probably when I recover from whatever dental work I'm getting done tomorrow being the 5th of March for me. So I'll see you all when I see you, and hopefully I'll be back doing all this shortly. See you all around.